watching Coast Life, and you know Paige and I love hanging out all along coastal Delmarva,
Yes.
but we understand sometimes you need to get away. We still have a few more weeks left of summer, which means you still have a few more weeks to enjoy some travel. That's why we have brought in our local travel expert, Annette Stellhorn, one of our favorite people.
Yes. Thanks, ladies.
And let's talk about solo travel. It's something that I've done before, and I mean, it really truly was life-changing. Like, it was so much fun. I met some really cool people.
Yeah, you do.
I didn't even really think about it, but people that I tell, they're like, that was really brave. And I was like,
yeah.
I guess so.
I guess. It doesn't feel like that when you're there or done, right?
Right, it
It's
doesn't.
just making the plans.
Right.
That's what makes you. So, Accent on Travel in Rehoboth, as you know, we actually have a solo travel club.
Nice.
We noticed over the last, really, 30 years, we started selling solo travel years ago, and people were afraid to travel alone. So they were really stuck, right? They were looking, hey, would you travel with me? Do you know someone that will travel with me? Do you have a sign-up sheet so that I have to share? But over the last, say, 8 years, all of the cruise lines and tour operators have realized that the solo traveler is the fastest growing segment in the entire travel industry.
Wow.
So we have a solo newsletter that goes out quarterly, and we feature hotels that are going to, you know, have more safety features for solos, and even some solo get-togethers. Expedition cruising, which is exploration. I just had a meeting with the vice president of Lindblad, and they said that maybe 25 to 30% are solo travelers. They have solo cabins at 150%, and then they have a share program that if they don't find somebody, you don't pay extra. A Waterways, which is in the river cruise line, they feature single cabins. And even the big ships like NCL, now they're actually building solo cabins, right? So they're a little smaller, they're more economical. But when you travel as a solo now, especially on an all-inclusive or a guided tour or exploration, you meet all these great people, right? Because how many couples are traveling together and they've been together for 10, 15, 20, 40, even 50 years, and they're like, hey, join us at the bar. Or, hey, we're on an expedition together. Let's have dinner together. That was really cool. So it's changed. The whole atmosphere has changed around solo travel, and I'm very happy about it because we service hundreds of solo travelers.
What would you say, besides meeting new people, of course, what's the appeal of solo traveling? And why also do you think people are nervous to do it?
Oh, so the appeal is very real. You don't have to share the bathroom with anyone.
Oh,
No one. You never have to compromise, what are we going to do that day, right?
Yeah.
Because you get up in the morning, what do I feel like doing, right? Versus, honey, what do you want to do? What should we do? Oh, I know you like this and I like this. Let's do this. You know, and you always have a lot in common as a couple, but there are times that you would like to do one thing or another. So it's that freedom of choice and being able to use the bathroom anytime you want. You don't have to share the bed, you don't have to share the bathroom.
Now, we were also talking too, some of your efforts, traveling. I know Hawaii is a big destination for a lot of people, and
It
with
is.
the fires going on in Maui right now, it's, people are hesitant to go to Hawaii right now, but you guys also give back too.
Yes, we do. We do. As an organization, we've given back hundreds of thousands of dollars locally, but on a bigger scale, because we travel all over the world, we've helped orphanages in Tibet and that area, also schools in Tanzania. We've built water towers for children so they could continue their education because they would have to walk, girls would walk miles for water for the family. So digging wells, all of this we've done, my husband and I, for over 30 years. So we love to give back, but as a larger cooperative, we also help. It's called Travel Elevates, and we started this about 3 years ago as an organization, and we're very proud to be part of that organization. And we give, we're planning on a silent auction for Maui, and this would be with travel industry people alone. So companies like Silver Sea, World River Cruises, they will put up for auction trips, and then we buy them. We expect to bring in about $200,000 for Maui. And then we had our conference, our annual conference of travel industry owners and executives, that we were going to be in Maui. We're still planning on that. We're still planning on leaving the I think it's the 21st of this month. So
Yeah.
we're just right around the corner. And we're waiting for FEMA to give the approval that we can go in. So besides doing the auctions while we're there in Maui, rather than taking a day free and playing golf and sitting by the pool, etc., all day this Saturday we'll be doing relief efforts. So my husband and I will be digging that, right?
Wow.
We'll really be getting involved, helping put kits together for food, school supplies, and things like that. And I'll be honest with you, besides playing golf and all these other cool things, we just got back from Punta Mita, Mexico last week, and we visited a community center that we raised quite a bit of money and brought school supplies and adult supplies like work gloves and sewing kits and things like that. And that was as much fun or more than anything else I did all week.
Oh,
I mean, I was in meetings all week, but that, you know, you had the option of sitting by the pool, and we were at the community center meeting these very cool people that are building walls out of recycled plastic, and it was just really, it was just very fulfilling. Very
for
fulfilling.
you. That's incredible. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
Oh,
great.
our pleasure. Trust me. We will have Travel Elevates. Will be offering the element of giving back into our trips. So that'll launch in January 1 on our website. So when you plan a trip, you can look and say, well, if I'm going to Mexico, what opportunities are there for me to give back for like a couple hours or a half day or a full day? Or if you're going to Africa, obviously the opportunities are more vast in that area, but any of the second and third world countries. And then, of course, we're giving back in the U.S. as well.
Great.
That's awesome. And that's always got something going on.
Always.
Always.
So for people who are interested in signing up for solo travel,
Sure.
What are sort of their first steps before we let you go?
I would suggest the first step is to write down a wish list of where in the world you ever wanted to go, and setting aside all barriers, right? Setting aside financial barriers or that you're alone, just say, these are really my list. And then get with a professional travel advisor like Riley, who specializes in solo, and say, I'd like to have a consultation. I'm happy to pay for like an hour to sit with you either by phone or virtual or in our office. We have one in Rehoboth and Wilmington where people can literally make appointments and walk in and say, this is my list. What do you think about what could I do this year based on, I have a budget, you know, of $5,000 or $3,000, or I've always wanted to go to the Galapagos. What's it going to be like for me as a cost-wise to get there? And it's so easy for us because we do it 8 hours a day, every day, and we have hundreds of hours that we've all traveled. We all know it, right?
Yep.
And that way we could start pecking off that list of 1 or 2 places a year. Based on the window, you know, we only have a certain amount. My husband hates to hear it, but we only have a window of time to travel, and then that window's gone. We have doctor's appointments, or you know, different things, life, taking care of children, grandchildren, etc. So we work around those time limits and the budgets, and then we get people going.
Awesome.
Sounds great.
Well, Annette, thank you again for coming in and
pleasure.
chatting with us. It always sparks that travel bug every time.
Every time.
Yes, so make sure that you check out, especially if you've been wanting to do some solo travel. It is so unbelievably worth it. So make that consultation and get going. Don't worry, we'll wait. We'll stick around. So don't go anywhere because there's more Coast Life coming your way.
This segment of Coast Life was brought to you by Accent on Travel.